He said, hey man, I did the okay too, man. That nigga up there is good. He said, hey man.
All right.
Alright. Shalom.
That's more like a thing.
Shalom.
This one like it's leaning. You need to get it ain't lined up with the top of the screen.
Shalom. 1 second.
Just a little bit of how do it do it. You can see it in the picture ain't lined up. Like drop it down for it or something. Not probably get it like lower. Like bring the frame down, right? And still, and then probably turn it. Yeah, that should be good. Kinda, yeah.
Still off.
You probably bring it up a little bit. And back towards you. Other way. Like literally towards you. No, it ain't gonna work like that way. It's better than how it was. Probably go back a little bit more. Yeah. Keep going towards your chair. Keep going. Keep going. There it is. It's like it needs to, like up or down. Nah, not like that. Like look, there it is. Leaning it down towards your side. Yeah, like that. Alright. 1 second.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, that's better. That's better. That's it.
Alright, Shalom. Alright, we're gonna kick this off, giving all honor, praise, and glory to Heavenly Father, in the name of His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wa'akwa Shukah, Wadi Yahweh Shai, for the Holy Spirit to be able to come back with another lesson, another sit down, hopefully something that can be edifying, exhorting, admonishing. Alright, just defending and preaching the gospel. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone of Israel, of Yasha Allah, and double honors to all the elect elders out here, as well as the whole house of those slaves to be saved from this destruction currently coming upon this globe, chiefly to America, according to the Bible, and the wicked, and those being enslaved to be saved, being none other than the Israelites, the elect, and 1/3 of the Israelites, and the Israelites as a whole, the whole race of the Israelites are those today, according to the Bible, being known by bywords such as Black, African American, Negro, Hispanic, Latino, Native American, Indian, West Indian, Seminole Indian, so-called Black Hebrew Israelites, and so-called African people scattered abroad. The many of these people that have repented and are now teaching the true doctrine of the Bible, the way of Yahweh Shai, living their life according to it, and the men, women, and children also that have repented, turn back to their true heritage as well, which is the true doctrine of this Bible, the way of Yahweh Shai. Alright, Shalom. So we back with another lesson once again. Through His gracious spirit and power and glory, how about Shemal Shah? Tonight's lesson is titled "Thy Reward Shall Return Upon Thine Own Hand." And the subtitle is Esau. So-called white people, Edom is facing genocide in the kingdom of heaven. And how do we know that? Because everything that these people have done, which is, what the scripture is alluding to. If you can give me that Obadiah 1 and 14. 1 and 15. So we got a case on Esau tonight. Like we sitting in the interrogation room, so who better for us to do it than us tonight? All right, go ahead, bro.
This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 15.
Go ahead.
It says, "For the day of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai."
Where you at, Obadiah?
Khan.
Go ahead. That's it.
Khan, "For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
As who has what?
As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee."
And what did these people do, man? You see what I'm saying? Not have any mercy. Real quick, give you Isaiah 47 and 6.
Come. This is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 6. It says, "I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst shew them no mercy."
See? No mercy, man. Go ahead. You finish.
"Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke."
So Esau has not had any mercy upon those he ruled over, which is the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And obviously Esau, Edom, the so-called white people, man. All right? It's just facts. All right? So it said they had no mercy. So this is how we know this is your work. This is what's getting ready to return upon your head. You not receiving any mercy. These people not receiving any mercy, man. And if they, he said, "Thou hast heavily laid the yoke," man. You see what I'm saying? Let me get Zechariah 1:15. Yeah.
Come on. This is Zechariah chapter 1, verse 15. "And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction."
They help what?
Forward the affliction.
See, forward the no mercy, man. No mercy. The scriptures say, if it not had been the Lord, if you can grab that device right there, brother, that the bottom of
Come.
oh, sorry. Shalom. How about Shemal Shah Brakatham? The brothers on in here, man. Wow. Let me see. Give me Psalms 124 and 1. Lord said, if it had not been, our ancestors said that, but the Lord was talking to us because He wanted us to know this, man. You got it?
This is Psalm chapter 124, verse 1. "If it had not been the Lord who was on our side,"
who was on our side, come on.
"now may Israel say,"
Now may you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians say, go ahead.
"If it had not been the Lord who was on our side, when men rose up against us."
Who was who? Esau, Edom, man. So-called white man. Go ahead.
"Then they had swallowed us up quick."
That's genocide, man. That's what's being acknowledged right here, man. If it was left up to the so-called white man, we'd be dead, long gone. You see what I'm saying? Because he showed no mercy. He's helping forward the affliction. He keeping it up when our iniquity, our punishment had an end, man. As it says, man. And we're gonna get that in Lamentations 4:26. Go ahead, bro.
Keep on reading on.
Yeah, you keep reading that. Go ahead, finish.
Come. It It says, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us.
See, when their what?
When their wrath.
And whose wrath is that talking about? Give me real quick. Give me that was it on that. Give me Revelation 12:12. Hold that scripture you just read. You know, and what is genocide, man? You know, the deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation or ethnic group with the aim of destroying that nation. And that is what Edom has had in his heart since the day he sold his blessing like a goofball, and we got the blessing to rule over him. You know, and he's been mad ever since, man. That's how we know you people from Esau, Edom. This is another way we know. This is This is Genesis 27:41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing with his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And it's a perpetual hatred to this day. He still has that hate in his heart to this day, which is what's laid out in Obadiah, the only chapter. Go ahead, bro.
God, this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12.
Matter of fact, hold that. Let me go ahead and hit this point real quick. You still hold Obadiah? I got it. I get there. It's Obadiah 1. And
yeah, I got it open.
Okay, jump to I believe 11. That's it.
In the day.
Yep, come on.
God, this Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 11. It says, in the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates.
You could actually start with the previous verse.
God.
Go ahead.
Obadiah chapter 1 and 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
Ooh. See that? And then because it continued even after, you know, when Esau became a race, that same hatred, you know, dwindled down into his descendants, his children, hating, you know, his brother's children, which is Jacob's children, Israel's children, which is the Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. All right, go ahead.
It says,
it
says, for the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
You see, because that's what he's trying to do. He got that perpetual hatred. He said he gonna slay. When you slay somebody, if we can get that word slay, when you slay somebody, that means kill, man. You see? That means, and when you kill somebody, you can't bring them back. Esau ain't getting spiritual power. You see what I'm saying? So he's trying to outright get rid of Jacob. If he got rid of Jacob, we wouldn't be here. You see what I'm saying? We would not be here. Which is what that take us right back to what? Psalms 124:1. You got it.
God. This is Psalms chapter 124, verse 1. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us.
Yep, they had swallowed us up, man. When you swallow something up, you see what I'm saying? You eat your food. Do you see that food again once you eat it and chew it down? You see what I'm saying? That's you gone. He wanted you to go. Get that word slave. I got it. This is in the Hebrew. Genesis in the 27th chapter. And I'm going to jump down to that word. It said in his heart, Genesis 27:41. Get that word slave. We got the word harag.
Strong's H 2026. Harag.
And it means to kill, slay, murder, destroy. See that? Ruin. It says to smite with deadly intent. And that's literally what? That's going into you intentionally trying to kill your brother and take him out. You see? Now, if you take him out, his children don't go on to be. He doesn't go on to become a race, which he never did. So he actually intended to commit an act of genocide, man. You see that? And what is genocide again? It says the deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation. See that? Or ethnic group with the aim of destroying that nation or group. If you could read that one more time in Psalms 124 and 1.
Psalms chapter 124, verse 1. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side, now may Israel say. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick with their wrath.
With the what?
When their wrath was kindled against us.
When their wrath was kindled against us. They're us. They're us. When you go into the Jacenius Chaldee Hebrew Chaldee lexicon, you get the meaning right here. It says, but also of the slaughter of enemies and war. See? It says, whether by the sword, we're going to stop right there. So that wrath, it says, their wrath was kindled against us. So that's one people against another people. And what? Well, Esau said he was going to slay his brother. If you want that word slay, it means of enemies in war. So every single individual so-called white person, they will be playing a part in that and slaying Jacob. It's embedded in them. It's embedded in them because we're their enemies. That's why when you read Genesis, the 27th chapter, it talk about how what? We were separated at birth. You see what I'm saying? We were separated at birth. Let me make sure I quote that right. Yeah, matter of fact, 25, 25th chapter. Salaki. Alright? So they were enemies because of that. And that's why he was able to go on after it was all set up by the Spirit. Everything was just showing you how true it was. It was a manifestation of what the Lord said will be. It was a manifestation of what the Lord said existed before they even came out the womb. And that's war. Them being enemies. That's why he was able to go, and the situation just was set up like that. You're going to sell your birthright, he's going to get the blessing, you're going to hate him, and you're going to kill him because I actually made you to be wicked. And you're doing it for no reason. Because you sold it. He didn't take it from you. And then you the older. You see what I'm saying? So you wicked, bro. You completely wicked. These people did nothing. That man did nothing to you. And you see that same relationship, a situation amongst the descendants of these two men. You see what I'm saying? Which is the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians, Seminole Indians versus so-called just white people, no matter if they Polish, Jewish, Swedish. You know what I'm saying? Trailer trash, white people, don't matter, man. You see that. That's embedded in all of them. You know? But we focusing on right now the point of Esau's work. And his work at this point is in the scriptures is being revealed to be what? An intent of genocide. You see what I'm saying? Again, to his enemy. Esau's intent, the scriptures is revealing Esau's intent of genocide against who? His enemy, his arch enemy, Jacob. Wickedly. And it said he's going to get that repaid back to him. So if we read that one more time, Psalms 124, then we get the Revelation. This is Psalms, we lagging? Brother, sleep, man. Go ahead, it's cool.
This is Psalms chapter 124, verse 1. It says, if it had not been the Lord, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side when man rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick, when their wrath was kindled against us.
Ooh, well, who wrath is that? Give me Revelation 12:12. See, when they're now it's bigger than Esau and Jacob, the children. You see what I'm saying? Now this is playing out amongst the descendants, the nations. It's a nation thing at this point. Go ahead.
This Revelation chapter 12, verse 12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down."
For who?
For the devil.
Okay, we're talking about the devil. Come on.
It's come down unto you, having great wrath.
So that's the same, and that devil said to have wrath. That's that same wrath that we seen amongst another people trying to take us out. You see, that's the same wrath as saying that the Israelites seen from another people trying to take them out. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because those people is talking about the Edomites. Why are they trying to do that? Because, go back, this is Genesis 27 and 41, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. See? And this is verse 42. And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah, and she sent and called Jacob, her younger son, and said unto him, Behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doth comfort himself, proposing to kill thee. See? That's it, man. So they want to take us out, man. And I'm going to get this verse too, this is verse 43. It says, Until thy brother's anger turn away from thee, and he forget that which thou hast done to him, then I will send and fetch thee from thence. Why should I be deprived also of you both in one day? But it was already over with because Esau dumb self sold the birthright. So yeah, he played as Esau to do what? To procure the, make sure he got the blessing. But he was gonna get the blessing anyway because he got the birthright. That's why Isaac was looking for Esau, because he's the elder son. That's who usually get the birthright. But not knowing, so he's expecting him to give him the blessing.
Right.
But not knowing, he didn't know Esau sold the birthright. See that? So you're wicked, dude. You're wicked. You talking about he has supplanted me these 2 times. You sold it. And that's a covenant, and you mad, that's a lesson. That's a covenant you can't break, man. That's one covenant you can't break. That's why he ain't about covenants no more. You see, this was you bad at making contracts. Really, Esau sucked at contracts if you think about it. You see what I'm saying? You Israelites better at him in the game of contracts. Just naturally. You see what I'm saying? He hates you for that. But nonetheless, that wrath, that hate never went away. He still ain't forgot. So this man has been proposing all the way till now, up until now, to kill. He hates you, man, to kill you. You know? To outright kill you. And I got something I'm going to pull up real quick. That was that. I was already on there. Come on. All right? And let me get that Obadiah 1 and 10 one more time, bro.
All right. This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10. It says, For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
And you see it, this is the violence talked about, man. This is the violence. This is that violence, man. You notice how the so-called natives coming up, so-called blacks, you got a whole lot to pay for, man. Exploiting black labor. You got the natives, Gad, Robert Bond. This is what you did, man. Grab this one. White colored, what's it? White women colored men. White men colored men. You know? This on your watch. You the one in charge. You what's the hate for, man? You already put them in slavery. Oh, look what's comes up when you just put blacks oppressed. You know what I'm saying? Remember him? On August 24th, 1955, 14-year-old Emmett Till reportedly flirted with a white cashier, so-called, in Money, Mississippi. 4 days later, 2 white men tortured and murdered. Why? Because it's the continuation of that hatred, man. The days of mourning my father at hand, and then when he out the way, I ain't got to worry about hearing his mouth. I'm going to slay my brother Jacob, man. I'm going to slay him. I'm going to slay him. I'm just trying to keep it real, you know, simple. I don't even want to put nothing in. I just want to see what naturally comes up, man. You know, policing and oppression, and all these things led to what? Death. You talking about massacre, intentional killing, and, you know, oppression. Why? An act of genocide due to what? Let me pull that back up. I didn't even share the screen. My bad. Yeah, brothers never even posted the word, man. But it's all good. It's a locker. My thing finally kicked in. But that ain't but the water, bro. I had asked for a word, man. Alright, let me see. Okay. So here you go, man. You know? Straight acts of genocide, man. What did it say? Buck breaking, the use of sexual violence against enslaved men. You know? You know how many people died on these ships? How many Israelites died on these ships? Was thrown overboard. And I'm gonna go back to what I was, you know, wasn't sharing at the moment. You know, and this is your first instance of it. This is gonna be your first instance. It's gonna come back to you, man. Because my thing is now, okay, yeah, you see him doing that, but where he get the sword from? Why is the sword even involved? You know what I'm saying? He clearly has nothing. So where did this sword come from? You see? So this is all the spirit. You know? And you can give me that verse 15 one more time, bro. Obadiah.
God, this is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 15. It says, "For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head."
See? And that's spiritual. That's what we literally just viewed. Your reward is going to return upon your own head. It's like it's gone now. You know? So that's basically that, man. You know? Straight acts of genocide, man. And it's light. You know what I'm saying? We're not even looking nothing up for real yet. You know? We're not even looking nothing up for real. So we're gonna get a few more scriptures, you know what I'm saying? And then that's pretty much it. So this is the work you've been putting in. I'm gonna literally just put over 7 million so-called Indians. That's all I'm gonna put. We're just gonna see what come up. I'm not gonna put killed, nothing. Native. was gonna try something real quick. See what come up. What was that? How many American, this is on history.com. How many American trees were broken? You know, this raw bond right here. These Reubenites. But we just getting going. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's that? Because if you broke them, in what way? You know? In what way did you break them? The American, see? Just put in American. This is what comes up, man. This is what comes up. The American Indian Holocaust, known as the 500-year war, and the world's longest Holocaust, the history of mankind. Acts of genocide, man. 500 Indians killed. Why? Because this is Esau fulfilling that what? The days of my father at hand, then I will slay my brother Jacob. And this is all your work. This is the work that said to return upon your own head, man. You know? We didn't even put nothing in. All I put in was 70 million Indians, man. Over 770 million Indians. What is this? What is this? What is this about, man? Atrocities. What's this? What's this? What's that? With the shotties. Dark violence and atrocities. It just don't stop. Legends of Kansas. So-called white man. Against who? Native American Indians. Sand Creek Massacre. They whooped the hell out of Gatineau, man. Genocide. Are they not supposed to fight back? Don't even get me started on the Aztecs and the Aztecs and the the Incas and all of them. That's just putting this in. Now imagine if you actually go look for that. You know? Now, if you notice, when I left that space in, you got different results that came up. We get a few more, we get these scriptures. Here you go. But that's showing you that they hiding this, man. You know, they hiding this information. I wonder why. I wonder why you want to change. Look, they say European slaughter of indigenous Americans may have cooled planet. Here goes some actual pictures for you. You know, this is the, I think this is at the Trail of Tears, man. Graves. when the Native Americans were slaughtered in the name of civilization. Why? Why them? Why them? Nobody forget, bro. The only thing that come up with them is massacre. That's genocide, man. These are acts of genocide, but these people still are here, man. You know? They're still here. Why? Because if the Lord was with them, man. You know? To where they wouldn't be completely destroyed. It say the seed of Israel is preserved forever, man. You know? But these are acts of genocide, man. Now, the thing is, we're going to go ahead and get into this. And obviously, you got the so-called Latinos among this too, because they're actually so-called Indians as well. You know? So that's pretty much that. So let me go ahead hit these joints. Shalom. All right? So let's go ahead, Kwame Ashala. All right? And that's what's happening. You know, Israel rising again. So give me Baba Bashar, give me Ezekiel 30, 38 and 6, I believe that is.
You had also called something Lamentations, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, 4:27. We can actually get that first. Yep, give me Lamentations 4:27. Actually, not 4:27. 4 and 21. Actually, start at 20. Or you can start at 18.
Mm-hmm. This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
They hunt our steps.
See, come on.
That we cannot go in our streets.
Yep, we just seen it. Come on.
Our end is near.
Mm-hmm.
Our days are fulfilled.
Yep.
For our end is come.
Mm-hmm.
Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of heaven.
See, and that's why when you flip on the back of a quarter, you got that eagle, man. The Lord's showing you Israelites who you are, man. It's look, Native American Indians flipping that corner over. They seeing that eagle. You so-called blacks, you flipping that quarter over, you seeing that eagle. You so-called Latinos, you flipping that quarter over, and you seeing that eagle, man. And then you that travel here, that come to the Americas from different places, and you probably a displaced Israelite that's living in Dublin, Ireland, or something like that. Well, when you come to Americas and you get some currency, you flip that quarter over, you see that. You see what I'm saying? That eagle. That the same. This is the man that got you in Dublin, Ireland, and your people all over the place, and in America being persecuted, man.
And if I could add, I had seen the quarter the other day, and I had realized they was trying to hide that eagle because they printed out some like new quarters, and they got like stakes on the back of them instead. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they've been trying to do a little trickery, hide what they already laid down as a foundation. But we all got quarters with eagles on the back. But I just wanted to share that.
So I'm showing you it's a real thing. It's a merit to this. It's a merit to a dude simply. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's a pyramid on the back of the dollars. You mean to tell me because there's an eagle on the back of the? You mean to tell me because they put eagles everywhere? The Bible talking about him? Come on, man. So why is they changing it? As the brother, alluded to. You got it, bro.
God. This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven.
Mm-hmm.
They pursued us upon the mountains.
And that's facts, because when you go into Hosea, it say how the Lord was going to send, an eagle against Ephraim. And Ephraim is the people we just got done looking at, which is just the northern kingdom of the Israelites tribes. And it's consisted of so-called Latinos and, Native Indians. So real quick, this Hosea 8:1, it says, set the trumpet to thy mouth. he shall come. You see, he shall come. Who's the he? You see that? Esau was not Esau he. Esau shall come as an eagle against the house of the Lord. Who's the house of the Lord? The one that got the blessing. His brother. See that? Jacob. See? I'm going to get something real quick. This is a quick precept. This is Psalms 50 and 16. It says, actually I'm going to start at 19. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. See that? So it's talking about the so-called white man. It's talking about Esau and Jacob. So back to Psalm Hosea 81, set the trumpet to thy mouth. He shall come as an eagle. So we telling our people, the so-called white man, he's the eagle. That's why you got the emblem of the eagle everywhere. We seen I seen 4 eagles, you know, goddamn hovering around over the, you know, we was on the highways and byways, man. Being an omen of what? Because he finna come down having great wrath. He finna sack Jerusalem again. That's what he finna do. It says, so we blowing the trumpet, letting our people know. And in the midst of that, we see the eagle as an omen. It says, he shall come as an eagle against the house of the Lord. See, it's specified. That's genocide. When you go back into that word genocide, it says, you got it, bro.
Genocide, the deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation.
From a what?
Particular.
See that?
Particular nation.
See that?
Or ethnic group.
A nation. See that? It's about race, man. It is political. It's definitely politics as usual. They talk about that in Psalms, the 83rd chapter. They have to take thy enemies are confederate against thee, and thy anointed, thy hidden ones, man. They said, let us come and cut the nation of Israel off, that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. Paraphrasing. You getting that? You want to get that? You got it. 83 and 1.
This is on Psalms chapter 83 and 1. Mm-hmm. It says, keep not thou silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And who's that head? So-called white man, come on.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
See that? It's a particular nation, you see, that's being targeted. So a particular ethnic group, which is so-called Black, Latinos, and Native American Indians, all over the news. They're the face of the magazine. They supposedly are more vulnerable to the diseases because they got diabetes and stuff like that, catching COVID. Like, it's crazy, bro. We targeted, man. They're trying to kill us in every form, shape, form, and fashion, which is what that said. When you go back into that Genesis 27 and 41, it says, when you go into the Hebrew Chaldee lexicon for the word slave, it says of thine enemies in war, but it also says by sword, by rock, by, matter of fact, we just get it real quick. I got it right here. You got that word rock.
Strong's H 2026. Harag.
Murder. Not killed, but murder. It says only of private homicide. It says, but also of the slaughter of enemies. You see, in war, we talking about the enemies. Who was his enemies? The Lord and his anointed ones. Who's his anointed ones? The Israelites. It says, which is why when you go into the making of the dollar, we got a channel called Comprehended Damnatio Memorial. I'm going to change it to True Story and Documents, or Documentation. True Story and Documentation channel. And on there, you know, I bring out the information on the true making of the dollar, the history, the secret history of the dollar bill, which is verified by the Philadelphia Bank, all right? As far as the true symbols they wanted to put on it. And the true symbols was what? The Israelites being chased in the Red Sea by the Pharaoh. And the Pharaoh next to that sitting in the chariot with a damn sword. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it says that's what Andrew Jackson and Thomas Jefferson wanted, but they didn't agree. But anyway, you go watch it. It says, but also the slaughter of enemies in war. It says, whether by the sword or by throwing a stone. See, however they can kill you, that's how they go kill you, man. You see? And it's targeted. And once again, this is what's said about who? Jacob. For the days of mourning my father are at hand, then will I slay. This is the meaning for the word slay. Then will I slay who? My brother Jacob. Who was saying this? Esau. Who did Esau become? A nation. Who was the nation of Esau? Edom. Who's Edom today? So-called white people. Is that not passed down? Do you not pick up the traits of your predecessors, your ancestors? Come on, man. So this is why you can see all the history and read this and okay, it makes sense. It's perpetual. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. He says contractual. You know, this is contractual. Go ahead, bro.
God, Psalm chapter 83, verse 4. It says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
See, it's targeting. Come on.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
Go ahead.
The tabernacles of Edom.
There it is, man. That's the head. See? And the rest of the nations follow. So it's that simple, man. You see? So when you go back to Hosea 8 and 1, it says, set the trumpet to thy mouth, he shall come as an eagle. You see? Who? Esau, Edom, against the house of the Lord. See? What's the nation that leaves all these heathens at the G20 summit? You know, in a frenzy, in an uproar, and what they're gonna do. Who you coming to see? You going to see America. What America gonna do? America's the talk, man. And what's America's eagle? I mean, simple, the eagle, man. How did they get America from the Israelites, the natives? Who did it? Europeans. Who did the Europeans go back to? Edomites. Facts. Because it says, he shall come as an eagle against the house of the Lord, which is the Israelites, so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, because they have transgressed my law, transgressed my covenant, and trespassed against my law. Israel shall cry unto me, my God, we know thee. You see? Go ahead, bro.
God, it's Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 19. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of heaven.
See, there it is, man. You're not flipping. You don't go wash your clothes and see that eagle for no reason, man. Yeah. Then he said you go serve him in one of all things, man. You know what I'm saying? See, these curses go way deeper than you learn them and that's nah, man. These curses your life. These curses showed you who you were, man. What's going on? How the earth work, man. How people getting wealth. They getting wealth of us being in sin, man. Go ahead, bro.
God, it says they pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. The breath of our nostrils, the anointed of the Lord, was taken in their pits, of whom we said...
Which we just seen. You know what I'm saying? Them pits. Come on.
It says, of whom we said, under his shadow, we shall live among the heathen.
That's it, man.
It's a little bit more.
Yeah, that's it.
It's to reveal. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom,
come on,
that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Yeah, and I want to get this. It said when the time of their iniquity had it in, their punishment for their iniquity have had it in. Huh?
Oh yeah, you want me to finish reading that?
Yeah, kind of, that was the point.
No, kind. It says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom.
Your iniquity,
O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
And that's what you had a pure hatred for your brother, man. You know, as we read, all right, trying to commit genocide on us. So I want to get this. This is You go back to that in Obadiah.
Right.
That one in 10.
God. This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10.
Yep.
It says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever."
See? Why? Because you committed acts of genocide. See? You tried to commit acts of genocide. So this is how we know Esau's gonna get he's gonna face genocide in the kingdom of heaven. Because this is all the work he was trying to put in. He was trying to outright take us off, man. You see what I'm saying? He was trying to take us out, which I'll get real quick. This is in the book of Psalms. Give me Psalms 137 real quick, Bible shot, and 37. You can't make this up.
This is Psalms chapter 137, verse 7. It says, "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, raise it."
See, they want us gone, man. They want us gone, bro. These people want you gone. Look how far they go to really get at us, man. They want us gone. They want you gone, man. So this is your work. This is the work of Esau Edom, man. We done broke down your work. It's proven. The proof is in the scriptures is saying it, man. You can say you're not Edom, somebody Edom. And we know you Edom. The facts is here, man. Go ahead, bro.
God. It says, "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem."
See, say, no, I forget. It say, remember, man.
God.
Go ahead.
It says, "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, race it."
You know what's specific about it? Read that one more time.
Man, remember, O Lord, the children of
The
Edom.
who? No, Esau.
The children of Edom.
No, Esau.
Remember, O Lord.
The children, man.
God, it's a lot. God.
The children, not the
Children.
not. You see what I'm saying?
No, God,
So the
children of
race.
Edom.
You
God.
see, Edom. What's the title, man? Thy reward shall return upon their own head. Edom is facing genocide in the kingdom of heaven.
God.
The nation, the race says this, man. Not just Esau. What else? Esau and Jacob. No, that got passed down. You see that? One more time on that, bro. That's beautiful.
Psalms chapter 137 and 7. "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom
Come on.
in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, race it, even to the foundations thereof."
He want us rooted out, man. He wants you gone. Genocide, man. That's his work. That's this man's body of work, man. You know?
I got something.
Go ahead, bro.
It's Isaiah chapter 14 and 21. It says, "Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers,
Yep.
that they do not rise nor possess the land."
That who do not rise?
That they do not rise,
Yep.
nor possess the land,
Yep.
nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Yeah. Why? Give me Obadiah 1. You drop that Obadiah 1 and 15.
It's Obadiah chapter 1, verse 15. It says, "For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen."
As they was Confederate, see? Come on.
God. It says, "As thou hast done."
As who has done?
As thou hast done.
Has did what?
Has done.
That's beautiful. Come on.
It says, "It shall be done unto thee."
See? That's it. So you facing genocide, man. When? In the kingdom of heaven, man. You see what I'm saying? That's what's going on. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Give me what you holding, bro? I got
I
it.
think I got everything.
This because certain things we can drop. That's why I say that.
Yeah, kind of pretty much got through everything that we paused so far.
What you holding? You still holding at 124?
Yeah.
And what else?
That
Certain ones we ain't even got to hold no more.
limitations.
We don't need that no more. We'll probably come back to that though, but we don't need it.
Zechariah.
Zechariah what? Zechariah, I don't remember that.
That was like one of the first ones. I forget.
I got something real quick. This is Ezekiel 35. Matter of fact, give me what did you still hold? You what was that 130? What was that? Psalms 137 and 7? That's the race it.
And then I got the 137 and 7 was the race it.
Yeah, we don't need that no more.
God.
You could already drop that. We don't need that. Because there's certain ones we gotta keep holding. You just keep holding that 124 on that Lamentations.
Got
We can go ahead and carry this. Ezekiel 35. We can start at 1. Then I got something. Then we're gonna go into when this gonna happen, and that'll be it. You know. So they want to get rid of Jacob, man. You know, that's just too clear. You got it, bro.
God. This is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 1. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord, Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it.
Yep, and that who's Mount Seir? You know, tell you in Genesis 36 chapter, in the 8th verse, that's Esau, man. Esau dwelt Mount Seir. Go ahead, bro.
God, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it.
Yeah, Esau, Edom, so-called white people. Come on, all that they done built up. Come on.
And say unto it, thus saith the Lord God, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
Yeah, the Lord is against you, man. See? And that's the critical thing in this, because you're facing outright genocide. We never was facing genocide because the Lord was on our side. See, that's the difference. The Lord is outright against you. You never had the Lord. You can't repent. You can't do anything. So that's going to show you what? That's going to show you you're going to be cut off, man. Because it said if the Lord wasn't with us, we would have been done, man. So they facing genocide because that's what they put out. That's their work. So when you hear about the Edomites going to be no more in the kingdom of heaven, that's what we're going into. You see? Go ahead.
All right. It says, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee.
It's biblical fact, man. Go ahead.
And I will make thee most desolate.
So he's going to make you most desolate. So you had us without nothing, taking our numbers, taking us down to droves. You're going to be more desolate than us. And since the Lord not with you, you're going to perish. Because what keeps you from perishing? The Lord, man. Real quick, I got something. See if I can get this. I believe that's in Ecclesiastes. They trying to act like it don't exist. I see is preserved forever. That's in Ecclesiastes. Gotta get that. I did a lesson on that. I picked it up on myself this week.